Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Never Ending Backlog. I'm your host, Zach. And today, on this Thursday, it's pretty dry. Or pretty hot. It's actually very humid out. Ugh. Anyway, we are playing House Flipper by developer Empyrean, publisher Frozen District, and Playway SA. It was released in 2018. It is a simulator design type of game. Price is $19.99. And there are various pieces of DLC, paid and free, available. The reason I actually bought this, I bought it not too long ago actually, is to play it on my M1 MacBook Air. So I picked up a MacBook Air, one of the new M1 editions, just so that way I could kind of use it in bed. I haven't used a Mac in about a year now, and I've been kind of missing my Macs. So I have the nice Windows PC, Mac, best of both worlds. Very happy. No fanboy over here. Love them both. But anyway, reviews are overwhelmingly positive and very positive. Overall, pretty highly ranked. It is later in the evening. Sorry about that. Got home a little bit later than I expected to, but it's all great. All right, let's get started. All right, so we will continue my kind of save game. Like I said, I played this a little bit just to play around with it. It's addicting, though. I'll say it right now. I think I can continue my game. I'm playing this on a Mac, so I'm assuming it's cloud saved. Let's see. Sure is. That's nice. Cloud saving. So basically what the game is if you ever used one of those home designers, I used them many years ago, and you always design kind of your room or how your house would look, and then The Sims came out, and it was very similar to that. There was some more gameplay aesthetics, and this is very much kind of focused on the kind of remodeling design. They have different tools you can use. Oops. So they have a flamethrower to kind of cut the grass away, move objects, cleaning, painting, sell objects, demolition, and tiling and paneling. So you can do all kinds of stuff. There's a store where you can buy stuff, very similar to, like I said, The Sims. You can change your furniture. You can do ladders and scaffolding that actually work. Different designs. Then when you're done, here, this is like my office. I kind of retrofitted. Say like, well, I want this to be an accent wall instead. So then I can go to walls and say I want this. Not really kids wallpaper, might be. I think that's awesome looking. We're gonna buy it. I think that looks cool. Then I can use my tiling because it's a tile. And basically, I'm just putting this up. And you level up your character so that way you can do things a little bit faster, which is nice. Yeah, nice little accent wall. I don't think that looks too childish. Whatever. I don't care. Do it anyway. Anyone looks at my room right now, they know I'm kind of a child. Yeah, it took exactly 10 pieces too. So yeah, and then you basically just decorate it like that. So, and there are two ways. Basically, you'll see in the top right-hand corner, you'll see where I'm making money. There are two ways essentially to make money. One, you can build houses and flip them for a profit, hopefully. And you basically fix it. The cool thing about that is you basically buy a house that's usually ran down, and there's 6 buyers, I think, on the left-hand side of the screen. And you'll see basically whether or not they're happy. And, the more stuff you do will either add to it or take away from the happiness. So some will be like, they want it a little bit dirtier of a house, so you don't want you cleaning everything. Some of them might want you to use pink walls, and they don't want you to use red walls. Or some don't like having 2 bedrooms, and they want 4 bedrooms, or some only want 1 bedroom. It really depends. So the more people you please, the higher the auction's going to go, and the higher it's going to go. But at the same time, you're always going to exclude somebody. If someone wants a 2-bedroom house, someone wants a 3-bedroom house, if you make it 2-bedroom, the 3rd-bedroom person is not going to be as happy as the 2-bedroom is. Yeah, so it is pretty cool that way. So that's one way you make money, flip houses. And the other way is you do tasks for people. So some people are like, hey, we want you to clean out our garage, and something along those lines, which I think is a blast. Both of them are very fun. They are huge time, they're kind of like those click-through games. Like it's kind of a mindless game, but in a really great way. Like there's no offense to that at all. So if I go to my computer, there's 2 things I can do. This is where I get jobs, and then this is where I do the house browser. And these are where I can buy these houses, and I can swap them out. I won't play through a whole game because, like I said, I want to keep these at about 10 minutes. But the games are addicting. So if I were to do Turtle House seems cool. I think this was a free DLC they added, actually. Hacker Loft is really cool, having arcades and stuff. You'll see how much money I have, 175. Let's try Burned House. Let's use the Burned House. Yep, we're going to go with that one. We'll see what happens. We'll still have my old house. Oof, this house is rough. Like I said, we'll just play for a little bit, show you kind of what I mean. So see on the left-hand side, you'll see the 5 individuals. And they all have different kind of things. I don't know. The buyers, here you go. You can kind of learn about them so you know. Like, oh, there's a bathtub, but only one. So they want more. And so on and so forth. So, yeah. You get the point. You'll see on the map, the mini-map, you can, like I said, level up. One of the things I leveled up is showing where all the dirt is. So you'll see all the little black dots. That's dirt. And they'll have different appearance. Like you see right here, this is dirt. If you look on the mini-map, boop, got rid of some of it. But yeah, if you go in the house, as you can see, pretty dirty. Look at that though. Look how amazing that is. And like I said, you can upgrade your brooms and stuff like that by leveling up. Make it quicker. All kinds of good stuff. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of clean out just clean it out. Obviously, you don't want to start putting new furniture and stuff like that. I usually do a pretty deep rehab with these. So obviously, the ceilings are looking pretty good. Then what I usually do is just sell. Get rid of everything. Cool thing is I can sell, obviously, the furniture. That. Trash. We'll do something really fun. So see in the left-hand corner, you'll see like, oh, everybody downvoted it now because they're like, you don't have a bathroom anymore. The reason I don't have a bathroom anymore is because, well, I removed all the fixtures. I'm going to put new ones in, and then that'll go back up. So you're not going to please everybody right off the bat. They're going to be pretty upset with you, and that's that's okay. I think everything else is pretty much trash in here. You can put new doors in, all that stuff. We're going to get rid of these fixtures. They're all yellowing anyway. You can assemble power outlets. So we'll do that here in a second. What that looks like. They all need to be assembled. Oh my. Okay. So you can get rid of trash by either picking it up or you can flame through some of it. Not all of it, but quite a bit of it. It just makes it way more fun. Look at that. Oh, now I'm out of fuel. Now I can buy fuel and refill it, but I think there's not much left. I could just pick up the rest. All good. Look how happy they are. And see, I just got a skill point, so now I push tab. And these are already upgraded. Disposal of garbage. Nice. I think this basically means when I broom, use cleaning, it actually gets rid of garbage too now. Try this out. See if I have anything with garbage. Darn it. I think I got rid of all the garbage to really even test this out. That's a bummer. Oh well. Alright, time to clean up the house. You might think, like, Zach, why would you want to play this? This is just mindless. That's why I enjoy this. It is a calming, very relaxing game. Ceilings. Like I said, my goal is to get rid of as long as I see everything, the black specks on the mini map. It's really obviously hard to see all the dirt in the dirt. But it's there. A lot of this dirt. Right mouse button. Like I mentioned, it does work on the M1 Mac. Works quite well, actually, which has been really fun. There are a couple stutters here and there, but nothing too crazy. It's not a high graphic game. I believe it does run in one of the emulators on Mac. It's not natively built for the M1 chip yet, but you know, maybe they'll do an upgrade for it. Pretty cool. If not, that's alright too. Fun experience in general. Very good one to just fall asleep to. Well, let me phrase that. It's a good one to theoretically fall asleep to until it becomes so addicting that it's like binging a Netflix show and you just spend hours playing this. Props to the developers. There you go. So you'll see most of the black dots are now gone. Oh, there's a little bit here. Darn it. Pushing the right mouse. There you go. So. Right, that looks pretty good. Now, look at how much cleaner that looks already. Now you do the most relaxing thing in my opinion is the window cleaning. Look at that. That is. You can usually miss a smidge of it, but one thing you also notice is my mini map doesn't fully upgrade. I didn't put all my points to it, so you'll see like see this window frame. How this one's very white, and this one has crud on it. That means it's still dirty, and you notice like it didn't show up on the mini map. Only one I have on the mini map is cleaning like walls, stuff like that. I don't have cleaning objects, and I will say when you're doing quests or like tasks. Some of them will be like, oh, hey, you know, clean the house like that. And you'll see like you're at 99% completion for cleaning, but you won't find that 1%. And it might be like a box that has a little speck of dirt on it. So it gets, you know, it gets frustrating where you end up pulling all your furniture out and be like, where did I forget to sweep? Did, you know, all this stuff. And it's probably on a box or something along those lines. So I would not do what I did. And I would put it all towards the mini map and get that fully upgraded. This is so comfortable. I use this with my trackball on my M1 laptop. You know, trackballs work really well for laptops because you don't have to move around. If you're on a plane or whatever, it's really easy to travel with. But it's even more satisfying using a real mouse right here. This is nice. Very nice. All right. So I think that's all pretty good. Now we can just do some paints. We're going to do a pretty plain Jane. Like I said, I'm selling the house anyway. It doesn't need to be anything amazing. We can do walls. We can do paint. Let's just do a white. Do a large one. Go here. And then paintbrush. Roller. And I leveled up mine so I can do multiple tiles at a time. Let's see, now I'm out of paint. Fill it back up. That is also depleting as well, so you have to kind of guess it. So you don't always want to purchase way too much paint because when you sell it, you're going to lose some of your profits on it. Those. Already looking better. Oops. Like I said, I'm going to replace all these with, excuse me, white outlets and stuff like that. So that way it looks a little bit cleaner. All these are yellow and faded from a fire. I'll have to see if the outlets actually, because I know how they have me assembled, and I'll show you that next after I finish painting this one room. Hopefully by now you're starting to see why this is so relaxing. It certainly is a very, very relaxing game. And there's just enough of it to keep it, entertaining. So you're always trying to unlock and do new stuff, but not so complicated where you don't understand it. Like, it's very easy to understand it. There's little challenges, like I mentioned, where you can't find that piece of dirt that you have to try to finish and everything along those lines. I always usually use white doors, stuff like that. See the dirt and stuff on type of. Because if you didn't get all the dirt off and you paint over it, dirt will still remain. So you'll see like a black shadow and stuff like that, which makes it easy for you to paint over it. Now, like I mentioned, the mini map pretty much covered all of it, but you just never know. Sometimes something remains. This is my comfort game. There's another simulator I've been playing too. It's called Snow Trucker. It's on Uplay, unfortunately. But it's a truck driving simulator, and it has like the UP and stuff like that in Michigan. It's been quite a bit of my time in the UP. So it's a very relaxing game. There we go. Oop, let me get this doorway. I try to do the doorways, like I said, in a way as well, because since I use white doors, it makes them look like they're part of the frame. Because you do have to get the doorway itself relatively straightened out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Probably keep this actually aside though, because I will likely do all of these frames white. We'll just keep it in there for right now. So next, like I mentioned, we'll do the electrical outlet. This, and you assemble it. Pull out the screw. These screws, you just hold them down and it does it for you. Put that one in, tighten the screw. Put that one in, tighten the screw. I mean, it is a very much a point and click game. And it highlights blue nicely. To see now, and put a new cover on, now it's white and it matches really nicely. We'll just go through here and just swap these out. If you're looking for a really relaxing, and it is one of those very, in my opinion, it's very much an ASMR type of game where it's just like, this is not. Sound effects aren't too bad. It gets a little repetitive here and there, but not too crazy. Different type of outlet for this one. That's nice. Mixes it up a little bit. Like I said, cloud save works between Mac and PC, so that's nice. Thank you, Steam. Coming through for me. See, that one's a little bit yellowish. What is? These look nice. Alright, that. And, we'll just do one last thing before we call it good. We're already at 18 minutes. Man, like I said, time flies with this one. This game really does fly. Let's do, you can also search. I do believe Empyrean is actually a global or a foreign developer, not based in the US, because I noticed a lot of their design cues and everything like that are more European. So even like the plug, like you saw the plugs were kind of different shapes like that. So things are not always called exactly what you would normally expect them to be in the US, which I think that adds a nice dynamic to it. The furniture choices are kind of IKEA-ish, and that's not in a bad way because I buy most of my furniture at IKEA, and I love IKEA. So I don't mean that in a bad way, but the design style, like you'll notice here, like this is very, and if you do like that, like custom, so I can search for custom, and there's all the custom things. And then you can do this, like if I want pink and I want this to be this color and maybe like this, you can change it and then buy it. And I can apply it on the wall and stuff like that. A lot of cool stuff there. But yeah, so let's exit the game. Save and exit. And yeah, so that was House Flipper, recent addition to my backlog, but I've been enjoying it. We'll do another backlog game tomorrow, one that I've had for a while and I've never played. Not sure what that is. Whatever SteamDB tells me to play next, I'll try. I'm just basically trying to, on nights where it gets a little bit later, play something that's a little bit more calmer. I don't want to have to think a lot. I just want it to be a fun, relaxing experience. Luckily, I have plenty of new games that I've barely touched that will be good in here. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this episode of Never Ending Backlog as we reviewed House Flipper. Have a great evening, everybody.